What up, y'all? It's your man Patience, and listen, I'm gonna definitely need you guys to hold my mule on this one. All right, y'all. Clapback season is still in full effect. And this time, popular gospel singer Kirk is blasting prosperity preacher Jesse Duplantis after he dropped a video this past Wednesday asking for donations to buy his ministry another multi-million-dollar airplane. That's right, I said another. On Instagram, the singer-songwriter commented on the news that Jesse Duplantis is seeking donations to buy a $54 million Falcon 7X private jet and accused prosperity ministries such as this one of targeting poor minority communities. His post says this is Jesse Duplantis, a televangelist who has 3 planes and is now telling us that Jesus wants us to buy him another one. The 48-year-old Franklin said, "I'm posting this because now we see popular culture stand up to the injustices in mainstream society, and I believe the church should do the same as well." Franklin, the singer of songs such as Imagine Me and Stomp, argued that there is an abuse of power that affects our message to the masses. Our silence can be as loud as bigotry and racism we see in the public square. Many of these ministries built their wealth on the backs of poor rural minorities that put their trust in the hands of God's shepherds, only to see the prosperity benefit those who are preaching and no one else. Franklin contended, again, there are great Christian leaders, and there's nothing wrong with having a plane, but if the burden falls on the less fortunate and greed is the check written by those drowning in social economic rivers of systematic disparities, God is not flying that plane. Now, Duplantis claims that he needs this new jet so that he and his ministry can travel places nonstop, something he's not able to do with any of the planes he currently owns. What a mess. Duplantis goes on and says that God told him to bleed me for a Falcon 7X. I don't know exactly what that means. And then he goes on to say it was one of the greatest statements the Lord ever told me. I really believe that if Jesus was physically here on earth today, he would not be riding a donkey, he said. Think about that for a minute. He'd be in an airplane preaching the gospel all over the world. What a mess. Now, there is not enough time, and I'm not going to hold you guys up talking about the foolishness, the heresy, the downright apostasy that goes into some of these foolish statements by these prosperity preachers, man. I mean, it's really alarming and shocking how people probably in the same state of New Orleans where Jesse Duplantis is are suffering and could use money, and that money could be well spent, not only preaching the gospel, but helping the less fortunate. This guy wants another plane. And I don't always agree with everything that Kirk Franklin says and does, but I agree with him here. We in the church cannot sit by and be silent and allow people like this to take advantage of gullible people who truly believe in everything that these televangelists say. We must stand up, call this out, and say, listen, no, we're not standing for this. If you can't get to where you need to go with the other 3 planes your ministry has, well, listen, man, maybe you need to reevaluate some things. But definitely, what do you guys think about this, man? This is absolutely crazy. In my mind, has Jesse Duplantis finally gone too far, or has he been gone too far? And we just didn't say anything, and now it's time for us to stand up. Do you guys agree with Kirk Franklin on this? Definitely get in the comment box. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button and the share button. Until the next time, it's your man Patience. I'm out.